Hey guys, how's it all going? It's Joel here. This video, I'll be taking a look at using AI in web development, and we'll just take a look at how we can use ZipWP, which is an AI website builder for WordPress, how we can use that as web designers and website builders, or even beginners that just want to create a website for their business, to be able to simplify their workflow and create something that can be further built upon. So let's get straight into it. So if you guys didn't know, ZipWP was actually a recent AI website builder for WordPress. They actually have a free plan as well, so you can see a bit about themselves. They actually tailor themselves for web hosts as well. But the best thing about ZipWP was there is a free plan available, so you can see it allows you to generate up to 3 AI sites per month. So that's the only, I guess, in a way, restriction. But there is also a paid plan, and it's the lock price for lifetime as well. So that's how it goes. But the free plan is what I'll be using in this video, and you can just see the differences in features available. So the free plan allows you up to 3 websites per month, and the website expires in around 24 hours. And you get a total disk space of 1 GB. So this video, I'll just go through how we can use ZipWP to actually create the base of a website. And if you're a beginner, then you would just use ZipWP to create the whole website. But if you're a web designer working on a site for clients, maybe they don't have a vision of how they want the site to look, or they just want something very basic and simple, you would pretty much be using ZipWP to create the actual base of the site, migrate it over to WordPress onto your own server, and then work on it from there. So that's what I'll be showing you in this video. So without further ado, we'll just get straight into it. Okay, so this is the dashboard of my ZipWP, and what we'll do is click create new, and from here we'll choose complete website. Okay, so it's asking us to enter the name of the website. So for this example, in this video, I'll just use a car repair or car parts or car accident repair kind of company. So we'll call it one incident or first incident repairs, and then we can choose the website type for. So it's just a local business, and it's going to be in English. So we'll do continue. And then we want to describe the actual company. So I'll just give it a quick summary of the type of business, make something up, and then we can also use AI to actually enhance it. So I'll just do something up right now. Okay, so I've just wrote something like this, and then what we can do is press improve using AI just for it to enhance it, like so. So I've just clicked that, and then we'll see what it changes my initial text to. So you can see it's just done a minor variation of my initial text, and that looks good for me. So I'm just going to do continue. Here is where we want to add the email, phone number, and address of the business. So I'll just make something up, for example, and add that here. And then over here you can link to your Google My Business, so that's where you would add your link, and a range of other social profiles. So I'd actually suggest you do that. For this example, I'll just skip it and then hit continue. Okay, this is where we want to select some of the images that will be used. So these are all pretty much stock photos, and we can select some of the images that we want to use on the site itself. So I'll just select a fair few that looks kind of relevant for this. And the best thing is we can also upload our own images from here. So if you have any, you can just select it from here and upload that. But I've selected a few, so that's enough for me. So you can see around 9 images I've selected. I'll just add one more, and then I'll hit continue. Okay, now the structure of the website is what it would actually want us to select now. So it's automatically put our keywords in here, and it would be designing a couple of these template options. You can see all the options here, and there's a wide range of templates that you can choose from. So I think they're constantly working on this as well. So I will just select something that just stands out for me. So I'll just find something for that. Okay, so I think this one looks quite cool, so that's what I'd select for this. Select that, and then this is where we want to upload the logo. So I've downloaded like a dummy logo, so I'll select that. Okay, it's nothing much, but I've just selected a Google review random logo. That's pretty much it. It's not the exact same as what you may put, but that's just to show you. That's where you would upload the logo, and then you can choose whether to show the site title or not. So if your logo contains the title, you may not want it, but I'll just keep that there, and you can adjust the width of the logo. So I'll keep it at around there. Also the font styles, so you can just change it from here. And there's further customization that you can do once we've also created the site. So for color themes, I like to go with that blue kind of tone. So that's done it for us. And you can see how it looks in all the responsive formats. So you can see it needs a couple of work on um, the mobile version at least. But if I just resize, that should be good enough for me. So I'll hit continue. And then if we want any features, I guess in particular, such as a video player or a live chat, we can just tick these options. It just downloads the plugins required for that and installs it. So I'll just skip those as I don't really need it for this, but we can hit start building. Just ask us to confirm all that and we'll hit start. So we'll just let the AI actually build the site for us, and I'll skip through this, but I'll see how long it takes. Okay, and I think that was literally 60 seconds or less. That was fairly quick, quicker than I expected. So that's good to see. And once it creates a website, it actually shows us a temporary URL and the username and password. So I'll just click this to actually visit the domain, and it's gonna say something like this so that you don't actually redirect real traffic to it. So as we know that, we're gonna get OK, and we'll just see our website. So logo is here, pretty much all the menu items here, and you can see so the images that we selected have been used, as well as good content. So this is AI generated content as well, so expert car repair services, etc, etc, and it creates the content for all of this. So that's very good to see with all the images. However, some of the content you can see starters, desserts, beverages main, so it may not be all ideal. It's saying menu and such, but that's just text content that would have to fix up. So it's not perfect. However, it gets the mainframe pretty much ready for us. So you can see all of that. Instead of menu, that's where you'd probably have services and probably change this page around or something else. But that's where you would want to list that. If you want a blog page, that's all over here. And then the contacts. So it's fairly simple changes or that would have to make. And then the details that we put have followed up here with the forms. So that's our site. Now to log in, we'll do /wp-admin, of course, and then use the username and password they gave. So that's the username and the password. Okay, so now zipwp actually shows us how long we have until it expires, and there are a couple of options from here. But what we can do from here is install or migrate the site over using this move to host. It has a video on how to do it, but it's pretty much using the WP Vivid free plugin to download and export the site. But before that, I thought I'll just go through how it pretty much all works. So if we go into pages, we can actually see all our pages that's been created here, and plugins. So to build the website, it's actually used the Gutenberg Spectra plugin, which adds Gutenberg add-on blocks. So Spectra is kind of fast and friendly enough once you get the hang of it, in my experience at least. And for the theme, I believe they've used Astra as well. So there we go. So you can see they've used Astra for the theme and Spectra for the Gutenberg add-on block. I think it's by the same company, but this site is actually quite fast as well. So, and Spectra and Astra has free plans as well that would allow us to work on the site without any major issues. But before we work on the site, I like to actually migrate it so that we're not, restricted by any limitations or anything. So I'll click move to host from here and then install the WP Vivid plugin. So you can click here to install, and it will take care of installing that plugin for us and activating it. And if we check here, you can see WP Vivid backup. Open that. And then what we want to do is from here, we actually want to visit our site where we're going to migrate this to. So for me, it's going to be this cybersite1.click environment, this test website that I've created. It's just a basic empty website. And over here, I'll add a new plugin. Search for the same WP Vivid plugin. So like so. And we want to install this one. And then I'll just activate it, refresh so that the plugin loads from here. There we go. So it's fairly straightforward in exporting the website. So this is the old site. You can tell from this, and the new site looks like this. So from here, what we can actually do is back up and do a manual migration. But what you would do is ensure that's all selected, save backups to local, and then backup now. So because it's a simple website, it should be fairly quick in getting that all the files compressed and backed up, ready for us to download from the server. So you can see it's all done, and then if we scroll down, it's just a 33 megabyte file. So we can download this. It's just a 33 megabyte file. Click download here, and that is being saved. So it should be fairly quick. There we go, that's done. And then what we want to do is go into the site where we want to actually restore the site. Go into backup and restore, scroll down, click upload, and then select the file. So I've just selected a file that we exported from the other site and hit upload. Okay, it says the upload has been completed. I'll just hit OK. And then if we scroll down, we can see this restore button. So that's what we'll click, and then restore, and OK for that. So it may take some time, but we'll just let that run. Don't need to close anything. And it should be fairly straightforward and quick as well. So that's a good thing. Okay, that was like 10 seconds and that's been done. So if we click OK, we have to use the same credentials we used from the original site, which is this, as it transferred everything over like that. So we copy the same username and password for the new site as well, log in. And then if we visit the actual site, you can see everything's been copied over into our own domain though. So I don't know if you can see the domain, but this is the new domain that we're using. There we go. So what I like to do first is actually get rid of the old username, and just add a new user. So I don't want to use that exact same username, but you can do that here. And the other thing is now you can see all of the things that we had here before about ZipWP is gone. So we can go into plugins and then deactivate the WP Vivid because we've done the migration, so we can deactivate and delete. And then Lightspeed Cache, the server I was using is using Lightspeed Cache, so I'll just activate that. And back to ZipWP, we can just delete this website if we want, but those are our credentials, so I'll just keep it for now, but you can add a new user to change that. Now, if we go into customize the header and footer and such, so I'll show you how to do that. So you can select customize from here, or if we go into our backend, appearance and customize. From here, using the Astra theme, customize is fairly straightforward. You have all your options here, such as typography, color, etc. The header builder is from here, so that's the logo, the menu, and the button for that. So you can add stuff, change as needed, and same with the footer builder. And any of the settings can simply be changed from here, such as the colors and all the other options. So that's how you just make changes for the site here. The next thing is individual pages. So if we go into pages, we can see all our pages listed here. Home has already been selected as the front page and blog for the post. Now, I just want to ensure that we are using the post name structure like so. Typically it's set to plain. Post name structure is what's ideal. So when that's all good, we'll go back into our pages. And to edit any of these pages, what we want to do is click edit here, or if even we visit the site itself, there we go. So that's the title of the page. That's not something we'll see, but using the Spectra block editor is fairly straightforward. All you do is just click, for example, if we want to change this, we can do that in nowhere, for example, and then you can just change the button and everything from here. On the right is where you'd find a lot of the other options. So for example, if this is the element that I've selected, I can change the content and stuff from here, any of the text and styling as well. So the title, the colors, all of that. So if I select that, change it to a red or a bluish tone like so, I can do all those from here, and spacing as well. And this is just advanced animations and such. So if I wanted to fade down like that, Go back here to general, and it's just fairly straightforward if you want to make any changes. For the background image, I'll just select the background like that. And then it's been put into this container. So if I go into style, you can see that's the image. So to change that or to replace it with a color, I'll just keep it with the image. But scroll down. Like I said, it's fairly straightforward to change these images. You can just hit replace to replace the images and such. And over here, you can just see the structure that it's been set up. So this section, at least, it's in a container. And then inside the container is where you would have the info box, which is this. So that's pretty much a layout of the site itself. If you scroll down, I can just change all this text. So services would be windshield repair, panel repair, etc. So it's fairly straightforward, especially with the Spectra editor once you get the hang of it, and you can just change all the settings from here. So even it's got the built-in star rating, so to change that like that, you can do all that from here. Now go to another page and just make sure once that's all done, you press update so that your changes are actually saved. And I'll go to another page just to show you how to edit or add other sections. So if you're a web designer, you can definitely use the actual AI aspect of ZipWP to, first of all, build your client's website, but further on work on that. So the beauty of this, or at least using Spectra, is they also have a design library. So from here, so as a web designer, you would not only just want to give them a simple site. If they want more sections or maybe a place for customer testimonials or icon box list, everything, you can access the whole design library from here. So able to choose the color palette, and for example the services list or features list, you can just select from here. So if I want this, for example, I can click insert, and the beauty is it would automatically insert all of this for us, and I can just drag this over if I want this higher. So I want this over here, so I'll just drag that over, and you can see, so it's plenty of options to add all of or any other additional sections that you want, change this icon around, and pretty much using ZipWP as the main framework or the wireframe for the actual site, and then continually building on top of that using the design libraries or even just adding your own sections. But that's how AI can be so powerful for these web designers like ourselves, because we can use it to save so much time, especially for building sites for clients and giving them something to take a look at before we add further sections and layouts for them. So you can see more. There's plenty of sections to choose from here. It's under the patterns tab, and for pages as well. So, but it is definitely worth it if that's something that you want to add really. And I'm pretty sure we can add something of this sort. So it's like the whole page layout that comes through, and then just hit insert. And then under kits, there are a couple of free template kits available, but because we already have a site template, we don't want to overdo that or create content over that on top of that. But that's just how you would continue to add more sections to the site on every page you need. If you want, you add a new page, insert one of the page templates, and just continue working on that until I guess your client's satisfied really. And even for posts, so the blog post, all over here, you can use a duplication plugin to duplicate each post. Pretty much the same as before, just opening it up or clicking edit. Or even if you're on the actual site, I'll just show you how to edit the post from the actual site itself. So say if I want to edit the homepage, I'll just hit edit page. It's very simple to use, very seamless as well. And that's just how you, as a web designer or even a small business owner that just wants to get their website out there, you would just use ZipWP to create the website for you and just work on it that way. Very advantages for non-technical users, as they can have a website up for their business in no time, and for web designers it's an amazing tool to have a framework ready to go and to build on top of that. Saves countless hours and time in terms of designing or creating that website. If for customers that just need something simple, for small businesses or local businesses that just need a very simple site. So that's the power of AI, guys. And like I said, you have 3 monthly credits to use. Once it's done, it would automatically delete the site from ZipWP after 24 hours, or you can go in and delete. But you would simply create the site in ZipWP, migrate that over using the WP Vivid plugin, for example, and then just work on that site itself. So I hope that video was informational and helpful, guys. If there are any more content ideas that you'd like to see, feel free to let me know and we can work on that. Thank you. Bye bye.